Okay.
Hello and welcome to the International Overwatch League Minors. Today we have Tier 4 Ohana Demons versus Neptune Spear. Today I am Queenie and I have my wonderful host with me, Shin. Hello Shin, how are you today?
Okay, it's just another day of casting Overwatch. Seems like we do it every day now, but it's something we love to do, so, so I'm happy to be here to cast another game.
Most definitely. Absolutely love casting games and love the International Overwatch League Minors. We always have all of these teams that we come here to cast and that we watch in general. So I am super excited for this Tier 4 game.
Yeah, okay, because we're going to start off this series with a map pool that I'm pretty sure everyone knows, but I'll say it again. Because we're going to start off on Ilios, because then we'll go to Gibraltar, because I have a nice trip to King's Row, because then have a fun time in Blizzard World, and then if needed, but because it normally is, because we'll be going to Weijang Tower to celebrate the Chinese New Year. And so, in we go.
Hopping right into Ilios here.
Now arriving at Ilios.
Right, okay, because we are starting off on Lighthouse, so I imagine we will see some symmetries. Because that is what we tend to see on this map.
Well, I mean, with the Symmetra, you have a fast, easy way to get straight to the point. But, also going with the Symmetra to make it a little bit more fast-paced would be a Lucio. So
yeah,
we'll see what these teams choose to try to get to this point first.
Ready for battle.
Yeah, okay, because we are seeing the typical Reinhardts on both sides. Because we do see a Diva, because on the side of Demons.
Stay behind.
And because on the side of Neptune Spear, who are on the right hand side of the swing, because we do see the classic Ryan Zarya with Weaver Symmetra, while Lucio, which is the classic Death Ball. Because I do find it interesting that Demons are going with the Ashe with the Symmetra, because you don't normally see Ashe in a ball comp. So I'm interested to see what they do with this. Right, because Ashe is not going with the team, they're going to take the high ground instead. But they are stuck in the middle of a fight with a Reaper, but they do have the good old Mercy Pocket. Because as it goes down to Reinhardt, Super MG picks up that double jump. Because this looks like the point is going to go the way of Neptune Spear.
Neptune Spear with that quick little cast there. See Zarya on the high ground. She can take this. Ashe does get the mercy. Oh, the Ashe gets taken down instantly.
Yeah, that's the power of Zarya. She can just walk through people and just cause destruction once she has high charge. Because this is going to be really difficult for Demons, because to get point control.
We do see a switch from heals coming onto the Pharah. Maybe a little bit of in the sky damage will help them out here.
Oh yeah, because I do think that is a good choice. Because I do think that is a good choice, because Neptune Spear's comms is not really built to kill power, because they have very little range, if any.
Ohana trying to push in here. Reinhardt getting low. Neptune doing an absolutely wonderful job just swinging the hammer. Does take the Reinhardt down.
Does go on the Reinhardt. Yeah, okay.
Zarya gets taken down too.
Yeah, because the pharmacy is not really getting the value because that you would want, as it gets beamed down by the Symmetra. Because this is not a good start.
Several ults online for Neptune as well.
Yeah. Yeah, because they have the game winner Glav, because with Super MG with Shatter, and also the Coalescence, because they could combo Reaver. because this could be going the way of Neptune Sphere very fast. As Grab is new,
You see
but
Grab coming into play, and SM is just swinging his hammer here. Nano right, oh, the shatter comes out on the Nano Reinhardt. Reinhardt charges onto point, but those
Yeah.
Sim turrets are doing a number
oh,
on him.
he gets moved off the map, I notably. Alright, because this is now just clean up by Neptune Sphere because you take this first round. Because that's an impressive
Neptune
start.
just dominating that first round.
Yeah, because like I do think that was a comp difference because with White House, because once one team sets up on point, it's really difficult to break it down. Because especially when that team has the Scimitar and Reaper.
Ready for battle.
But we are going to go to Ruins now because which will favour a bit more of the ranged combat.
Looks like Neptune's going to go ahead and stick with the same thing they were running on Lighthouse. We do have a couple of switches
Yeah.
coming out of Ohana with that capacity switch there.
Oh yeah, because the Cassidy switch is good because you can punish the aggressive Reinhardt and Zarya. Because I do like Damelung because kicking the Ashe on the side of Neptune Sphere because there's really good sight lines on this map. And you can get good value because of Dynamite and Bob contest points. Because it's a good counter to the Pharaoh as well. I like as Reaper TPs into the back. Yep, he's trying to get the Pharaoh because Damelung kills the Pharaoh who got forced into open space. Because Nutter Butter kills the Mercy and knocks the Fantasy down. Because this is looking to be another
We're
great
still on the
start.
high ground here. Finally gets taken down.
Oh, big shatter, but
Oh,
we
it's
just pay
big
for it.
shatter, but unfortunately he gets taken down as well, so no play with that.
Yeah, that's really unfortunate, but this is another great start. This is another great start for Neptune Sphere because their blow comps is going to be too much. Because his demons have now switched to the Crazy Soldier game at the back. But this Deathball style is just proven to be too much at the moment.
That's Neptune doing an absolutely wonderful job here to pick after pick after pick.
Yeah. It's a nice little Saga doing this fight as well. They did nano the Reinhardt. I don't know if that was the wisest choice in the world, but it could just be a bit of desperation because no fight is going that way at the moment. Alright, okay, because if you want to talk about the ult for a second, because on the side of Neptune Spear, because we see the Glav, Bob, and Coalescence is online. And so that could equal another fast team win, because Maynard Demons won't get the Demon Bob. Oh, it does get the Ashe, and the Moira falls to the Soldier. Super MG also falls. And that is a nice fight on the line, and this is looking like Ohana Demons. Because we're going to win their first team fight.
As soon as that tank duo on Neptune fell, it gave a chance to Ohana to be able to get to this point with that Valkyrie there. We do have several ults coming online for Ohana with the Shatter, and oh, and there is the Shatter!
Yeah, that was a nice shatter, but we see the but we see the Death Blossom grab combo used with Sound Barrier and Coalescence to just win the fight. Because they committed a lot to that fight to win, but they sort of needed to at the same time.
Yeah, that was a lot of ults coming out of Neptune there, but they were able to get the points back. And as Ohana is trying to get back to this point, they throw out Bob.
Yeah, it's final fight situation. Tracer goes down to Bob. Lucio is trying to touch. Visor is moved by shooting controller. He falls to Lucio though, because this is just going all the way of Neptune Spear. Alright, but the
Lucio
Salt
trying
is
to
still
reach
coming
this
in.
point.
Yeah, he's running into a Moira. He's never going to have a fun time there. His Tracer's trying to contest. Because
But she
Demon's
gets
trying
taken
desperately to stay in this, but it's in vain as Neptune Sphere takes this first map 2-0. Because that was an impressive destroyer of Neptune Sphere.
Play of the game.
Because Dynamite on the Zarya with Super MG on Lionheart, because proven especially effective.
This was a huge grab in
Yeah.
favor of Neptune.
Alright then. Alright then, because we will be going to map 2, because which will be Gibraltar's, so demons have a chance to because to put a stamp on this game, because it is quite possible, because they just don't like the brawl play style, and they prefer something with more payload and high rounds. So, and so I'm interested to see what they'll pull out on map 2.
I do have to say that Neptune absolutely came into that first map showing dominance, not letting Ohana even get any time. They got a little bit time on that second map of Ilios, but Neptune just came in swinging. I have to say, you know, Super MG and Dynamite, a great tank duo with that there.
Oh yes, definitely. Alright, okay, because I'm just checking for any lineup changes of both sides. They can't really do much, to be honest, with only one sub on the bench for either side, so...
Honestly, I think Neptune is doing absolutely wonderful with this lineup right here.
Oh, yeah.
Like I said, that tank duo, Super and Dynamite, well, I mean, his name's Dynamite, and he's just coming in
Yeah,
there
he's,
and playing absolutely wonderful.
He's definitely explosive, because I didn't know he could play a tank, because I've seen him mostly as a DPS. Oh, like, speaking of that, because he is going to play DPS next map, because we are seeing a swap of roles, because with Damolung, because going to go on tank, and Dynamite on DPS. Because we will see Dynamite on the typical... Yeah, because I know both players, so what I assume is going to happen is that Dynamite is going to play his classic hit stand of Widow, Cassidy, or Ash, and Damalung will either play Ball or maybe Alyssa. He does like to play Alyssa. But I do know Super MG also likes to play Winston, so we might see a bit of Ball Monkey Dive.
Oh, that would be very interesting on Gibraltar.
Okay,
I do also have to say it's not over for Ohana.
Oh,
you know,
no, definitely
Ohana
not.
has a great chance to come back here. They just really have to talk and see what they can do to get past this Neptune here.
Yeah, like I said, because you know, because like I said, because some teams just don't like control. It doesn't suit their playstyle. Right, okay, because just getting confirmation of both teams, and both teams are ready, so we can go straight into Gibraltar. Because for anyone joining us, because the score is 1-0 to the side of Neptune Spear, because in this week 1 tier 4 game. Okay, and in we go. It's a very interesting map, Gibraltar, because I would say it's one of the more dive maps in the game, because it's really hard to get value off a Reinhardt and Brawl, because compared to other maps, because where you can get away with it, there's just too much high ground in my opinion.
I do have to say, yes, Gibraltar is very much of a high ground map. Gives it a lot of high ground for like any hit scans or anybody really that wants to be on the high ground to jump off a lot of damage.
Alright then, so let's see what we're going to see on both sides. I'm sort of expecting to see a double shield off either team at some point, because double shield is pretty good on defense, because we see Anna Mercy, because of the side of demons at the moment. And that's all they have at the moment.
You were completely right with that Winston Ball here coming out of Neptune and Dynamite on the Ash, the hit scan. They're also running a Doomfist. Maybe that Doomfist will be able to,
I do like the Doomfist, because you can get a lot of nice combos with Doomfist Ball and Winston, because with all 3 of them jumping onto someone is going to end in a fast death. Oh wait, because we do see Ball on the side of demons as well. Cold Tortoise. Oh, we see Monkey Ball of both teams. Did not expect that. Oh, like...
This is already jumping in, trying to get some damage here.
Oh yeah, because Super MG, because just got caught by his sleep and the purple. Did not have a fun time, but he did manage to get out. Because we do see the Anna. We do see Anna for both sides, so Nano wins this. I thought he would be the favourite of the day. I like it, because Dynamite and the Mercy, because both fall for Neptune Sphere, and now the Anna. Because that ball is getting a lot of value. Alright, because this is a lot better off demons at the moment. Because they needed a fast start, because after losing the first map. And
Neptune's taking a minute here to just try to get their team back together, push them together. We do
yeah,
see the switch from
to Reinhardt, so they are going for a bit more of the wall south. Because I'm interested to see if this gets value, because like I said, because it's very hard to get close to a target. But they did get close to purple kit.
Neptune is going to try to take the high ground here and push Ohana back.
Oh yes, because the car is always moving in the meantime because of Doomfist. Because Visor is news by Hills. He just coincided with on the Doomfist. And because they did stabilise, because after that great initial dive of Neptune Sphere. Alright, but ults are starting to come online for both sides now, because as we see minefields online for both, and Doomfist is also online. Early minefields, which destroys Super MG. Because Primal Wage also used by Purple Kid. Alright, because this is looking good for demons at the moment. A fantastic start.
Oh, but they did. Ball was pushing the point back there. They were C9ing for a while. He does drop mines.
Yeah, like he just paid for it with his life. Because now Winston's going to be in cleanup duty. We do see early 4 lessons and Deadeye news by Dynamite. He's able to kill Hills. Ooh, another close C9 there. Because big sound down at me. Yeah, like a lot of ults being looted by Neptune Sphere. It is paying off though. Another minefield of course. Incited Laugh on the Doomfist is just causing a lot of damage. I think he also meant the minefield.
On the point for Ohana.
Yeah. Yeah, because there we go, it's Neptune Sphere with the first card. Because making that Reinhardt work.
Neptune does decide to go with the double shield, sick Reinhardt here.
Yeah. I do like Sigma on this map. He can get a lot of value. Visor was used by Hills. We do see a Nano Visor. But most of it is blocked by both shields. Just killed the Moira and Sigma though. I like Shatter's news by Super MG, he kills the soldier, but he just gets slapped.
The Angry Monkey on the point trying to push back Neptune here.
Alright, because demons stabilised well yet again. Alright, but they have no ults on the line and they lose their Mercy at the start of the fight because Neptune Sphere, because having both their DPS ults online.
Decide to make the switch to Diva to try to keep that high ground contested.
Yeah, it's a very back and forth fight at the moment because Quade's a lot of kills and Sighted Laugh on the Doomfist is causing chaos yet again as he takes out the Tracer. He's trying to, he will try and put that Anna here because that's a crucial pick.
Another Meteor Strike coming into play along with Coalescence.
Alright, the Anna does fall, Sound Barrier is used by Nuttlebutter with the Coalescence. Minefield was used by Tortoise Gibbons also. Because we do see Hales revive her, but he died before losing it. Sigma is news, and it kills the Anna. Because this should be the second point cap for Neptune Sphere. Oh wait, because we do see Primal
coming
with
into play
me.
trying to keep this point. Oh, but he falls and Neptune gets the second capture point.
Yeah, like, I don't think Monkey's going to work anymore. There's too much CC with the Sigma Walk, Doomfist punches, and the Cassidy flashbang. Okay, we see a hog. Did not think we see a hog. I don't normally see hog on Gibraltar, but it must be to try and stop the Doomfist. Visor's news, he gets locked with trouble. Diva Bomb kills the ball.
Neptune pushing this payload around this corner here as Ohana tries to back up a little bit just to try to keep it back and make sure that they don't let them get any further.
Oh, there's Doomfist again with a big kill on the Anna. They are just not dealing as well. Because Deadeye is used by Oh, nice Deadeye on this place. Heals and Soldier controlling the high ground as a hog falls to Doomfist.
Ball trying to put a little bit of pressure on this Doomfist, but it looks like he's going to try to boop him off the map, but he saves himself here.
Yep, 0.6 meters. They're trying to solve this out with their portal. Both the portal snoozed again, but Moira is CC'd out of it.
Deer Strike coming to play onto point.
Yeah,
does not get anybody.
Here comes the Warder goal. It could make the difference, never mind the goals. Because this is a really good Soul of Demons though. Oh, that Sigma ult could be the difference. Oh, it's a Sig 9. Because I have not seen a Sig 9 in a while.
I do have to say Neptune was a little bit slow in the beginning, but once they got their footing and they were able to push this point almost completely uncontested.
Yeah, because based off these early sights of Neptune, because they seem like a side that's very much based on momentum. Because you can't let them get like a hold of the game, because you will not get it back. Alright, but let's see what they can do on defense. Because they seem like a very aggressive side. And defending a map, because it doesn't always let you play that aggression. Because we see double shield off them with the Alyssa Sigma. Because with the Ashe, Baptiste and Mercy. Because that is a very classic Gibraltar defense comp. Because with the Soldier as well. It's a really nice comp of them actually, I like it a lot. Alright, because on the side of Demons, because we see Ball, Reinhardt, Junkrat, Widow, Brig and Anna. That is a comp I don't see as much.
I honestly think they might have went Brig to try to help with the CC on the Doomfist,
Yeah,
not related to that. Maybe Neptune wouldn't be playing Doomfist on defense.
Yeah,
so we'll see if there was maybe a switch.
Yeah, because like I personally would go Mercy in this comp, but who knows? It could be part of the tactic that we have not yet seen. Here comes the Widow because trying to get kills, but so you can get an early kill on little Junkrat. That's a nice sweep on the
and
Alyssa.
Orisa gets slept and taken down by the Widow.
Yeah, some nice Widow play though. Because they do get the res.
You see a res come into play though.
Yeah, because Blig is just playing like Reinhardt and just walking into the Sigma. Should not have dealt with the Blig. It is getting value. Alright, because Anna does fall, so Blig is the only healer now. But Blig is the only healer that a team needs. Okay, never mind, she's dead. But this could be an early cap, though. Well then, because Demons made that comp work. I didn't think it would, but They definitely make
Most
it work.
definitely. And they were able to get to that point faster than Neptune did on this first point.
Yeah, like, it was just the forward aggression of the Reinhardt break into the Sigma, because I don't think Neptune Spear were ready for it. Oh, lovely headshot off the Widow there. But they do fall to Ash. Here comes Junkrat just pushing in. Shatter is nuked by Purple Kid.
Rally coming into play. You know, this Brig is absolutely playing wonderful, just like a Reinhardt.
Yeah.
Being frontlining here.
Oh yeah, this is more like classic Brig, because when she first came out.
Oh, this is a big ult here. Does take down the Brig.
Yeah, because we see Super MG give up the Alyssa and go Diva. He wants a bit more movement, I think. He's just getting a bit steamrolled as Alyssa at the moment. Here's the Widow again, because looking for that early pick.
Trying to get the high ground, but you know, with that Diva on, coming out of Super, you know, trying to put a lot of pressure onto her.
Oh yeah, because we do see a Nano online, and Bob is nuked early. Oh, it's able to kill Ash. I mean Anna, sorry, not Ash.
Like I said, you saw Super coming around and trying to put pressure on that Widow, making her jump down to the low ground and get picked.
Yeah, because I do like the Diva swap, because it gives so much high ground control, as you said.
Hello.
Yeah, because I don't think
Ohana's gonna take a moment here.
I don't think Blink's gonna look anymore, because they can't really get close to anyone. Because it worked in the first point because they could walk into the Sigma Alyssa, but now there's too much high ground. Alright, but Demon's gonna try and make it work because of this slow rotation to take the high ground. Because we do see Tyre online and mine, so they can make phase. Let's see what this Tyre can do. It's trying to go up on the ship. It is having a rough time getting on top of this ship. It will. Oh, it did not kill Sigma. Fantastic work of Dameron there to kill the Tyre before it killed him. Visor is new. Visor just dies. He's uncontested dynamite on the high ground as he keeps up the high ground and jumps down.
Nano Reinhardt coming into play here just to get the shatter and the charge on.
This is working for Demons. They've turned it around. I don't expect Demons to win these team fights, but then because I don't expect Demons to win most of these team fights, but they just pull it out of the bag. Really impressive.
Let them up.
Because Windows
Sigma
moved on the high
here with
ground.
those ults. Does get stunned out of his ult, unfortunately.
Yeah, no one touched off the side of Neptune Spear as well, sadly. But, because this is a very good time bank. Because going in first. Because I do like this aggression. Oh, that Reinhardt charge across the map. Nearly worth, but he gets finished by the Diva bomb is news, which forces Blake into a bad spot and she dies. Because we do see Reaper and Cassidy for Demons now. Alright, because we just see
Neptune getting their footing a little bit here.
Yep. Yeah, okay, because Demons are having a bit of a think of what to do, but they've decided to stick with the same comp. Because they do have the ult advantage, so it's not a bad choice. Because Ball knocks down Super MG. Because Dynamite on Ash is very uncontested though, because his Warrior is new to try and force him forward. Because Warrior is
Shatter coming into play in the charge.
Yeah, he
Looks
charges
like he's gonna
in.
try to take her off the map.
Yeah, he came close to. Because we did see a dead eye dying sight last there because he killed his opposite number.
Unfortunately, with those long charges coming out of this Reinhardt, every single time he charges, he gets absolutely punished.
Yeah. Oh! Oh, they capped it. I did not think that was going to happen. That caught me off guard, to be honest, because you normally see like a minute contest on this map. But I guess the minefield and nano just created a lot more space. Alright then, because Neptune Sphere, because after a great start, are in a bit of danger now. Because with demons having a minute advantage on them.
Ready for battle.
Alright, because now we see Notable on the Brigitte. With Cybru on Moira, this purple kid back on Winston, Hales is going to be on top, and we see the Bap Anna on the side of the demons.
Attackers incoming in 30 seconds.
I do like the top defense,
You got the right stuff.
because when you know the other team is likely to one dive, it normally works pretty well, but they are winning Alyssa Hog.
Imagine the worst possible.
I'm not sure if that is for real. I mean, it could work.
I'm overloading.
If Super gets every single hook, it just might work.
Yeah, like, you don't normally expect the hog as well. So, like, the secret hog, it can get value. Because I'm going to get on board with the Warthog, because all this... Okay, Incited Wrath kills Tails, okay. That's a huge early pick for... yeah. And another big pick of Incited Wrath.
This will heal you.
Because he's killed
These
both
early picks
DPS.
cost Ohana here.
Yeah, because you don't want them to get this much movement. But wait, oh,
Huge
purple kid just collapsed. Like, Incited Wrath did fall to the Brigitte, and because that is a nice sweep on Dynamite off the armor.
And he does get the hook on Corpse.
Yeah, because this is looking good for Neptune Sphere. Oh, a bit of counter hog flare. We do see a Widow kill the Alyssa. Here comes the
Little
ball
hog
again.
on hog here.
Not entirely sure who's going to win this, but some huge kills off Hales on the hands over there. Because looks like it's going to turn it to the side. Oh, no, Incited Wrath with a big double kill of his own. A big triple kill. Can he make it 4?
Ball coming into this point, dropping onto point.
The ball falls. Incited Wrath with, I think 5 kills there to get that car. Hugely impressive flare. Because, like, in that minute push there, I think he got like 8 kills. Which is a bit ridiculous, to be honest.
Now we are into overtime, so most of the team has to try to stay on payload here.
Oh yes, they do, but Cole Tortoise has got the perfect answer to that. Because when someone drops a minefield on the car with a dragon, it's going to be hard to stay on. Because Diva sacrifices herself to... Oh no, she does not die by doing that. Deadeye is new by Incited Wrath. Because this is all falling apart for Demons right now. Because they committed Window and Mines because to try and stop that there. And this looks like Neptune Spear are going to get the second point yet again.
Still in overtime, you guys. They are being able to push this point into overtime, and maybe we'll even get to the third.
Yeah, quite possible. Quite possible indeed, because we see very little ults. Because online for Demons here, because Hales does get a big kill. We do. Right after the big hook, 5 purple
Nano
kills.
Reinhardt into play.
Yeah, we'll probably see the Warthog ult in a second to clear it up. Minefield
Bull
is
Hawk
new.
coming out of purple here.
Oh, he dies though.
Ooh.
That's a good minefield though, because because that was a fantastic minefield of Damalon. Because it means that Demons can just not touch this. This could be the full cap. Because Psy Blue just playing DPS Moira, because like you see in your front games. Oh, LA, because a nice counter bash there, or Nutter Butter. Dynamite kills Reinhardt, and wow. There we go. The,
A full 3-point capture in the overtime coming out of Neptune. This is going to be very difficult for Ohana.
Yeah, that's not going to be great on the mental. That is not going to be great on the mental side for Demons. Because after a fantastic attack, because when that happens to you, because it's really hard to come back from it, because it's happened to me before. But you know, you never know, because we could see a 6-6. Stranger things have happened.
Ready for battle.
Feel the healing.
Alright, because we're gonna see the Hog off Super MG, because he made it work the entire map last time, so you know what, because in this map, because I'm just gonna stop judging picks, because I clearly know nothing about this game anymore.
Let's get you back out there.
Because Incited Laugh is back out on the Cassidy, because which gave him a lot of value, Dynamite and Soldier, and we see the typical Baptiste Mercy defense. Because on the side of Demons, because we see the Ball, Lionheart, weaker Soldier, loose Ohana.
5, 4, 3, 2.
So I'm expecting them to come out in the blue again after it worked so well the first time. Here comes Sad Orphan because looking for a boost from the tanks.
Check this out.
Heals nearly falls to Heals nearly falls to the DPS of Spear. It's slowly moving this car. Oh, Purple Kid does fall though.
And Super gets D-Mech here.
Yeah. Yeah, because it's a bit of a trade, but it's always better for the defending team. Because Cold Tortoise, because gets CC'd by Cassidy, Purple Kid's trying to come back to help his team. Fantastic power drive there because of Cold Tortoise. Hills does go down to Incited Laugh. Because we do see a flank back by shooters because who died but just played with Dynamite as Damo and Cold Tortoise. Because Deadeye is
Behind him coming into play.
This is not looking good for Demons at the moment. Because they need to find an answer, but I'm not sure what that answer is. Because Hales does make the swap to a Cassidy as well. Excited Laugh again with the big kills. Super MG with a big kill and Cold Tortoise. Under 30 seconds left on the clock.
25 seconds left on the clock.
That's a big kill on the Sigma though. That could make the difference.
The Super Scholar coming out with the Soldier ult here.
Yep, he kills not a girl.
Dynamite coming out with his Soldier ult as well.
Yep, he's finally called a Winston. He gets CC'd by the Cassidy. That's a big res by Side Blade. Because not a button uses immortality. Sigma ult is new. We could see a Sig 9. But no, not this time. Because not a button uses window. Down barrier news. Not a button
B
dies.
coming into point. Ohana is able to get to this first point here.
Yeah, like it could all start now because they could do. Oh, that's not how you want to start though. Dynamite with a big kill on the Lucio. Because we do see a nano online for Corpse. Because you could nano Purple Kids engage. Because on the side of Spear they have 0 ults at the moment. Oh, Cold Tortoise just got annihilated. He needs to lose his nano
Minute coming
soon.
into play. Let's see if he's able to get anybody. No, it gets eaten.
Oh, nano Winston.
Another High Noon does get the Winston.
Yeah, that's the nano Winston down. That Pulse Bomb is new, Sickle Core. And then, oh no, never mind. We do see a Saw of a Sad Orphan. And there we go, because Neptune Spear take the second map. A lot
All
closer
tried.
that
It's
time.
so hard to stay on that point.
Yeah. A lot closer that map than the first though.
Play of the game.
Because I don't think a demon should be too upset about that. just incited a laugh, just took over the lobby in the second half and just mapped up. So many big kills. Alright, because as you can see with the 60 eliminations, he definitely put in some work though. Alright then, so people... Alright then, because for the people that have just joined us, because the saw is 2-0, because in this tier 4 series, because Neptune Spear, because at the moment with the advantage, but this is not over for Demons, because we do see reverse sweeps, because pretty often in the sweep. Alright, but we will be going to the third map of the series, potentially the last map, everyone's favourite, Kingswell. Because based on what we've seen so far, I sort of give the advantage to Neptune Spear, because based off the first map. Because they just seem like they prefer Blow. But, who knows? Because we'll see what happens. Oh, I forgot to take off Gibraltar. Need to do the old swap sides as well. Alright, but this has been a great series so far, because two very good teams at the moment. Right, okay, because I will see what swaps we're going to see in 1 second, because once I finish changing their names. Because let's see what we get. Alright, so we're seeing the change because of Neptune Spear again, because with Dynamite going back on tank and Damarung is going to make the swap to DPS. Because that probably means that we're going to see the classic one, Zarya. Is the voice chat still working in this? Just give me 1 second. Let us see if... Just having some technical issues here, people. Oh, right, because my voice chat still works, because even though it's not showing it. But my co-caster is having issues, so... Well, I will invite her back and hopefully it is fixed. Because if this doesn't work, I can solo cast it, because apparently my com's still there. Because I would like to apologise for the delay. Because Overwatch has been having a lot of issues lately. Let me try leaving the group and joining back and see if that works. Does not seem to be working. Alright, because both teams are taking a bathroom break at the moment anyway, so there isn't much we can do it. So we're not missing much. It's just unfortunate. Because just waiting for both teams to get back. Right, okay, because we're going to try a party chat to see if this works instead. Yeah, yeah. So once again, I'd like to apologise for the delay. Right, okay, is this working?
Hello, everyone. So sorry about that comm issues.
Yeah, it's just issues with Overwatch at the moment. It can't be avoided, sadly. But luckily, we're both PlayStation, so we can do this fix. Because I just want to check the stream to make sure that it's working for both of us. Just 1 second.
Yes, sir.
Just need to wait for it. Yep, okay, it's working. Alright, okay, so both sides are ready, and we can go into this King's Row map.
Like I was saying before, we had our comm issues. We are going to King's Row, a crowd favorite. I know it is one of my favorites.
Oh yeah, like, I think it's everyone's favourite, to be honest. Right, okay, because just letting both teams know that we're ready, because I always feel bad when caster issues, because interrupt the game, but, you know.
Yeah. Don't forget to
It's,
change Easton.
yep, you are correct. I need to change floppies as well, actually. There we go. Right. Right, just when both teams know we're starting, both are ready. Right. Okay, so let's see if let's see if demons can do that one like your fun back. Would not be the first time.
If you are just tuning in, it is 2-0 in Neptune's favor.
Yep, indeed it is. And in we go to this third and potentially last map. Oh yeah, because I talked about this before, but I think you had your issues because I'm expecting to see Wine Zarya of Neptune Sphere because we do see Dynamite back on tank. Because based off how the first map went, I don't blame them for going back to that style if they do. It was definitely effective.
I do have to say, Super and Dynamite on tank duo has to be my favorite so far coming into IOWL.
Oh yeah, because they definitely had some great synergy.
Ready for battle.
Right. Okay, because we see the lines area with the Hanzo, Torb, Lucio, Myron. I actually really like this defense because Torb can cover the flank angles really well, and Hanzo gives you the option for a decent shield break because with the storm arrows, and also because also the ever famous Squab Dragon combo. Because on the side of demons, because we see Wine Diva, Symmetra, May, Lucio, and I would assume Anna, but who knows? Oh no, Baptiste.
I think heels going on that Symmetra, they're going to try to maybe get to high ground or behind them.
Oh yes, still. I would definitely agree with that. Oh, sneaky top throw it there to get some early ult charge. Here, because here comes the teleport to the high ground, having some issues setting it up.
You see teleporter on
yeah,
on the high ground, yes.
It didn't really work, but it did give them point control. That turret needs to go down, yep, which it does thanks to heals. Super MG with a big kill on Orphan and Purple Kid loses their mech. Because this is not looking good for demons. Oh no, the hammer kill. You hate to see it. Well, you don't. Everyone loves to see it.
Does look like Ohana is backing up here to try to regroup. That was a good first push.
It definitely was, because some decent ult charge all around of Neptune Spear, because we will see the Torbolt online soon. Because we might see an early window of Corpse. The Super MG goes down thanks to the Mayite's wall and fails DPS.
That is a big takedown there on Super.
Yeah, oh, Tortoise does go down to Incited Wrath. Oh, they're turning it back round. Very even fight at the moment as Damelon goes down after using the Torbolt. Coalescence is news to try and stabilise. Because May goes down. Because Super MG is now back to control space. Because Notable has a big kill on Hills, Incited Wrath. Because Incited Wrath is putting on a hell of a performance tonight.
Most definitely. We do have 3 ults coming online for Neptune here. And Ohana looks like they have 1, 2, they should have 3 as well coming here soon.
Oh yeah, because some very crucial ults as well. Because the male is always big. It's gonna be a battle of the shatters. Grav is news.
Big grab, big grab.
Grav Dragon's
and
news.
Dragon.
Male is news as well. Sound Barrier is news. Diva Bomb's news. Now Shatter's news by Super MG. The Symmetry does go down, which takes away a lot of the damage. Because I do think Neptune are gonna win this fight. As Purple Kid does kill Hanzo though.
Ohana definitely up here.
Yeah, because if Moira can stay alive, no, never mind. She did have Cole, and there we go, the first car. Because some really nice flare there of demons. Because Cole Tortoise is just pushing the advantage now. Because that felt a little bit like Groats, I have to be honest. Because with like 12 ult snooze to one team fight. That was pretty insane. Alright, because we do see Damelung because giving up the Torb because to go to Ash, because which is better on second point because of the longer sightlines.
Ohana trying to get the push up here.
Yeah, indeed they are. Here comes Dynamite though. That main needs to be careful.
Oh, beautiful charge on Nutter Butter.
Yeah. Oh, we want to pause. It lets me. Okay. Okay, not sure what the issue is, but I will go check. Alright, okay, because they are ready again now, so we can get started. Yep, okay. Because just wanted to wait for Super to give his overall. Because I don't want any team, because to feel harshly done by. Oh, that's a big ice wall. That's a big ice wall to cut off Super, because it's set off and loses sound barrier.
Oh, with the heavy healing into Super here, and he
Yeah.
gets bubbled, but they are just on him.
Yep. Yeah,
Big
because
grab.
Grav's news by Dynamite. Big Grav Dragon. Because the immortality field was news, but not enough.
Quick pick on purple there.
Oh.
And it looks like Neptune is getting their footing and pushing Ohana back.
Oh yes. Oh yes, because most definitely. But we do see demons because with Diva Bomb, Visor, and Mail online, and most likely Window because compared to Neptune Spear, we only have Bob. And Shatter actually because his Wineheart builds it so fast.
The Ohana starting to push. Oh, and here comes the bomb into the backline. Does it get blocked? It gets blocked.
Yeah, because big fire strike through the window there, Troll Tortoise. Fantastic shatter through the payloads to take down Super MG as well. Alright, because Damalung is still alive because he's getting chased. He's getting chased by the big German. He can't really contest this. This could be the cap. Oh, the Lucio does try and touch. No, but it does get the touch there, as Coalescence is news by Sideboy. They could turn this around, Neptune Spear. Oh, maybe not with that big kill on the Moira. That's a lot of healing gone now.
But
See,
Reinhardt charges onto the point.
Yep. Sound barrier is news
Beat does
by
come into
Nobel.
play.
Yep, sound barrier is now news by Sad Orphan. But Neptune Spear should win this off the numbers.
Lucio dancing around on the point is getting a little bit of damage. We see dragons coming into play. Does not get anybody.
Yeah, this is a very back and forth fight. Yeah, but if Dynamite's still alive and that's Zarya, they've always got a chance. This is maybe fast fight territory though.
Another big grab on the point. Immortality comes into play.
Yeah, Dynamite's still alive. He falls. Super MG, last one left. Wow, because I really expected Neptune to win that fight, but Purple Kid just never died, and he was constantly killing the DPS of Neptune Spear.
Beautiful fire strike there on the Hanzo.
Oh yeah, because we do see Damalong he's hiding up top, because he does have Bob online. Because we might see a bit of a Shatter Bob combo here. Sad Orphan with a big boob on Dynamite though. But Bob is news early. He will get frozen and destroyed though. It seems like May have lagged out here. Yeah, there we go.
Oh no, poor May. If May lagged out and almost has her ult too.
Yeah, I think she's definitely lagged out. Yep, there we go.
And now we see F's in the chat and RIPs. Poor May.
I shouldn't be laughing. It's just that F caught me off guard. It's just so
But you
blunt.
know, even though May happened to lag out, we still have so many ults online
yeah,
for
it's definitely
Ohana
still
there.
Yeah, it's a big advantage for them as well, because Neptune is sorry, not Neptune, because Dynamite did die to Zarya and he's now gave up the Zarya and is coming back on Hog. Right, okay, because I will go check the ticket and see what is happening. Because hopefully they are able to come back. Because they
You
do
know,
have
like
no
you-
subs, so.
This is true. You were saying earlier that Dynamite switched from Zarya to Hog. I really enjoy that Reinhardt and Zarya combo that
Yeah,
they were
agree.
doing, especially with that Grav and the Dragons. But honestly, I think maybe he switched Hog to try to get the hooks off the map, or maybe if he's able to get his ult fast enough, he can push everybody off the point just in time,
Yeah.
maybe in overtime, so they aren't able to get it to the third point. It might be a very good tactical thing
Oh yeah.
coming out of Neptune.
Oh yeah, I think it is a tactical swap because he did just use grab, and with a minute on the clock, I don't think he has the time to build another. But you typically see D.Va, but maybe it's just a preference.
It might be a preference coming out of Dynamite. He may enjoy Hog a little bit more, but like I said, I mean, those hooks off the map, since we do have
Yeah.
that little open area there, right there, to hook people off the map, or even Lucio to boot people off the map. But I think maybe if he's able to get his ult in enough time into overtime, he can just push everybody off of the point.
Yep. This is a very unfortunate situation if they cannot get back, because they will have to forfeit halfway the rest of the game 5v6, and no one wants to see that. But they do have 5 minutes, I think, because maybe the other team might give them more.
Yes, every team does have a 5 minute pause, but anytime someone DCs, it's a separate 5 minute pause
Yeah, like you have a
to
maximum
allow them
of
to come
you have a
back.
maximum of 3 5 minute pauses, I think, for disconnects. Could be wrong on that.
I'm not sure. I believe it's just the 5 minutes for DCs, and then each team has a 5 minute timeout as well. It would be really unfortunate if May
Yeah.
was not able to come back, because Ohana is doing an absolutely wonderful job in King's Row here.
Oh yeah.
And if they were able to get it, I mean, a reverse sweep is never out of the cards.
Yeah. Yeah, because like we said, because demons do have a big ult bank for this like last fight potentially.
Most definitely, 4 alts online beat almost online, and then you look over at Neptune's side, and they only have Reinhardt's ult ready. I mean, they could possibly get Coalescence here pretty fast, possibly beat pretty fast, but this is a huge advantage from Ohana with this alt economy just ready and willing to dump everything into this last minute and be able to get to the end here.
Yeah, because it does seem like there's some lag issues going on the side of demons. Just because I'm just talking to their captain, and they did have some issues with one of their supports earlier in the map. Yeah, because just trying to work out what's going to happen here because they've still got time. That they are going to try to get a winger. Don't know if they have time for that. It's been such a good series so far because it'd be a shame for it to be like this.
Does look like Ohana is going to try to find a sub real quick as we
Yep.
sit here in a pause screen. I know I'm looking at the beautiful Reinhardt with this shield up.
Yeah, okay, because we're quite okay because we're trying to get some qualification on the Wolves here.
It's always very unfortunate when you have a
Yeah.
DC, and I mean, DCs can happen for any reason. And I know there's a lot of problems going on with the servers right now, especially with the voice comms.
Oh yeah,
Um,
because we just had that issue ourselves.
yeah, so
Oh
I'm
yeah.
really hoping, I'm really, really hoping that they are able to get a ringer in here and be able to finish. Because, like I said, anything is possible. A reverse sweep is not out of the cards yet. I mean, especially with King's Row being such a crowd favorite, everybody's trying to do their best on this map, and we see Ohana just doing an absolutely wonderful job with this first push. Um, they're really starting to target Super any chance that they get. That May was just wonderful with the walls and the alts coming into play and just really picking on Neptune here.
Yeah, okay, because we're still trying to get confirmation because if demons are allowed to get a winger. Because Neptune Spear are all for it, because which you love to see.
Yes, I mean, I would love to be able to finish these games out. It's always just a complete joy to watch these teams play and to be able to cast these games. And I know both of these teams love to enjoy to play, and it would just be very unfortunate um, if we were not able to finish this series out.
Yeah, okay, because it may take a bit to find a winger, but both teams want this to carry on. Oh right, because they have found someone, I think. So hopefully we can get this back on the wall soon. Oh right, because someone has joined. I just need to get confirmation that this person is valid. Yeah, because this must be a bit frustrating for people watching because it isn't much for either of us to say. It's just a lot of admin stuff happening in the background. But because I'd rather take a 5 minute wait because to try and finish the series because then just end it in a forfeit.
Most definitely. I mean, even with the 5 minute DC wait, each team still has 5 minutes. So even if after the 5 minute DC is over and they still can't find a ringer, they still have an extra 5 minutes. I know we don't want to sit here for 10 minutes and just listen to us talk, but sometimes it's a little bit needed if we want
Oh yeah,
to
of course.
keep going with these games.
Yeah, because we do have a winger because we're just checking the R valid. Yeah, because I've never had to use the winger system myself, but I can't imagine it's fun when you have to use it.
Oh, it's not at all fun. I know my game on Thursday, unfortunately, we were worried about not having our sixth player because, sometimes with real life and children, you are unexpectedly not able to make it. But with the ringer system, it helps out a lot in those instances that you may need the extra person. So anytime someone does need the extra person, you just hit up the ringers, and I mean, people from everywhere will be like, I'm ready and willing to play. So it's not always hard to find somebody.
Oh yeah, because this is someone from the same org apparently as well. So that's nice to see. Alright, because we are back in. Alright, because One Shot Sauma's joined the team, because apparently they play for the same org, but for the Paradise team. So, because you like to
That's,
see
that,
that.
yeah, that's another good thing about having multiple. Oh, that hook was
Yeah,
absolutely
yeah,
beautiful on
yeah, that
Cold.
was a nice hook. Cold Tortoise with a big kill on Silver. They could get the calf. Oh, big
Oh, and
shatter.
that shatter on the Hog, and I don't know who else was in that room. Oh, the Lucio.
Oh, we nearly got a C9 now. Hansel's contested.
Oh, poor
0.88.
Reinhardt got stuck in those dragons.
Yeah, but hey, there we go. We get the cap.
With
And the game
19 seconds left in the bank.
Yeah, that's always important. LA, because it's fantastic to see the series continue.
Initiating match.
Hopefully there's no more issues. I might have seen this person play before, actually. It does sound familiar, that name. Oh, okay. Because MG is now asked for a pause. So.
That is perfectly fine, and they are using their 5-minute pause.
Yeah. Alright, because one of their support's voice chat is broke, so he needs to reset.
Of course, I don't know what's going on with
Yeah.
the Overwatch servers, but there has been a lot of problems today in general. So we're just going to have a quick restart out of Nutter Butter to hopefully get him back into the voice chat.
Oh, that's very unfortunate. Because as soon... Oh, that's very unfortunate, because as soon as we unpaused, because Nutterbutter's chat went, apparently. That's not fun. But he just seemed to be back now, because we just need confirmation that voice chat is working. And then we can start off for the second half of King's War. Okay, they're good. Just gonna get confirmation that the other team's good. And then we can start up again. Okay, and in we go.
Ready for battle.
Justice will be done. It's time to act.
Oh, we might see the pharmacy. It does tend to work, the pharmacy attack in Kingsville.
Most definitely having that eye in the sky does help out a lot. But the other team, Ohana, does have hit scan players, so
Yeah,
there
they've
might
got...
be a quick switch off of that Pharah if he
There's a
gets
lot...
picked a little too much.
There's a lot of Pharaoh counters, actually. Diva, Soldier, Cassidy, Anna, Baptiste. That's going to be hard to find into. They have 4 minutes though, because you have time to experiment.
Looks like Neptune is just going to go ahead and try to rush. And here we see Super trying to... Oh, no, he decides not to go through the building.
Oh, the far one nearly falls. Oh, nice shot of one-shot song. Because he's coming in hot considering he's not part of their team. He just falls. The caster's curse is indeed will.
We do see the switch off the Pharah to an Ashe.
Yeah. Thought he might have picked Meh. I know he likes Meh.
Both these teams using the building as a tactical shield is doing absolutely wonderful here. Oh, the eat on the fire strike. Reinhardt, both Reinhardts are low.
Yep. Shatter's news.
Oh, and Super falls.
Yeah, one-shot Storm with some big kills though. Because really nice window of corpse though to set up his DPS. And a fantastic nano because of set off and because the way he set up Cold Tortoise for that week contest. Alright, so in the old ult bank, because we see Incited Wrath with Dragon and we see Hills with... Oh, okay, speaking of ults. Because that was a big shot of Cold Tortoise, Vice also knows, and... Oh, he may have overcommitted a bit there, Cold Tortoise. It's going to be a long walk back, so... It's going to be a long walk back, so Neptune Spirit could take advantage of that.
We do have several ults online coming out of Neptune here, so this might just be an all charge here.
Yeah, that's an early window of Nutter Butter, which does create some decent space. Nice Deadeye one-shot Storm.
Grab on. Oh, and the Dragons comes into play the charge.
No, it's because Diva Bomb used by Purple Kid. Dynamite falls. One-shot Storm, for someone who's just came in, is definitely making a difference.
You know, just like I said earlier about those charges coming out of the Reinhardt, sometimes when you make a little bit too long of a charge, it's just easy to get punished.
Yeah, it definitely is. Alright, so 1 minute 30 to get one tick. But this is looking really good for Demons at the moment, because who really need to win this to stay in the series. Oh, Super MG just falls.
Does get the res on Super.
Yep.
Oh, but he is antied and falls again.
Oh, Shatter is news. One-shot Storm with another kill. Very back and forth fight at the moment. I like, because Neptune Spear trying to rotate through Hotel, because there's Nano is news, one-shot Storm news is Deadeye. Heals also news his visor. And this could be the start. And this could be the start of a 3-2 comeback. Because
10 seconds left on the clock. We see Bomb coming into play.
Yep, here comes Bob to contest. Bob
you know, Dynamite also has Bomb. Oh, but he's not able to get to that point.
Because Demons coming back from the death. Because of a fantastic full hold of King's War. Because after losing one of their starting members as well. He played fantastic Tortoise this map. Some big shatters, some big charges, just overall fantastic line-out play. Because fully deserved that play again. Right, okay, so this series has got a bit more interesting, so now we go to map 4, which is Blizzard World.
It is not over yet, everybody. Now this could possibly be a game match for Neptune or a reverse sweep coming out of Ohana.
Yeah, okay, so we will be swapping sides again. I will first swap the map though. Off to Blizzard World we go, because there's no 2CP this week, because which makes some people very happy. I would imagine most.
Yes, 2CP is absolutely just sometimes very annoying to play. But I
Yeah,
mean, don't get me
definitely.
wrong. I love my 2CPs like Volskaya and Hanamura. Those are probably two of my favorite maps to be honest. But um, can also be very difficult because then you can come out with a tie, and sometimes you don't want that tie. So 2CP
No.
isn't always the best.
Yes, but we will see it in the map pool next week with Voltsire. So, so, be, because so it did not stay away for long in the map pool. Right. Alright, okay, so everything's set up because the teams are taking a Western break and I'm going to go take one myself. I will be back in 2 minutes.
Like we've mentioned several times, with Kings Row, Ohana did an absolutely wonderful job on their push and being able to keep Neptune back. Um, but on the map previous with Gibraltar, Neptune did an absolutely wonderful job. So it's definitely a back and forth between these two teams in Tier 4. So I'm really excited to come into Blizzard World and see what team comes out on top. Neptune being up 2 and Ohana being 1, this can come out either to a reverse sweep and have to go into the fifth map, or Neptune can win it all just through Blizzard World. So, like I said, both of these teams, especially with payload maps, are doing beautiful. So it's just a pure excitement coming into Blizzard World to see what team or any team, really showing who's on top here. I know in Ilios, Neptune showed an early dominance. So I'm wondering if we do go into a map 5, which is it's not is it a control map?
Yes, it is, because it's a rejoin tower.
Yeah. So, with these control maps, it's always hard to know because it's pretty much whoever first gets to the point can do their best to keep the dominance of the point. So if we do happen to go into a map 5, I mean it's just all out between both of these teams to be able to take this series. Um, but like I mentioned, if you are just tuning in, we are 2-1 in Neptune's favor. So again, this is exciting, very exciting.
Yeah, we may have an issue here. Let's see if it becomes an issue. Yeah, because the winger that demons got may be too high for this tier. But let's see what the mods have to say. Yep, yeah. So it looks like we're going to be getting a bit more of admin work. So apologise for that, do we? Yeah, it's just turned into one of those games, to be honest, because where it feels like there's just issue after issue, which is unfortunate. 3500 should be fine for this tier because it's tier 4 though, so hopefully there's no issues. Yeah, because all that is just getting sorted. But we do have a couple more games coming later tonight, though, which is always fun. Oh yeah, because because while I wait, because I'll talk about the schedule, because why not? Oh wait, because we have a match at 6 p.m. which will be Mulligan versus Ohana Black Coral in Tier 2. That should be fun. Because that will also be getting casted. Because then later tonight at 9 p.m. because we will have two games. Because which will be because Experience Tranquility versus Hyperion in Tier 2. And then we'll have a Tier 3 game also at that time, which will be a lot because uh, which will be Awohan versus Encredius. I have no idea how to say that. Alright, so hopefully people will join us for those games later. Yeah, because we're just trying to sort out the issue in the background. Hopefully it won't take too much longer. Yeah, yeah, but I am looking forward to Blizzard World. It's a very fun map. I don't like playing it personally, it just doesn't suit my hero pool, but I know a lot of people do. It's a bit similar to Gibraltar on second point with some good high ground, but first point actually it's very similar to King's War at times, to be perfectly honest. Right, okay. We should have confirmation soon. Oh yeah, because I would like to apologise to our viewers because of the wait times in this game, because this doesn't normally happen. But like I said earlier, because there's been a lot of issues on Overwatch, so you know, because these technical like issues because will happen time to time. Alright, okay, so Neptune is just ready, and the other team is ready, so we can go into this map 4. Because just let me check my settings, because I'm always paranoid.
Yay for map 4. Let's go, teams.
Oh yeah, like the awkward thing about map 4 is now, because I feel cheated if we don't get map 5.
Oh, most definitely. I mean, I'm not opposed to a map 5.
Right, okay, so let's see what we see this time. Because I could see Neptune Spear, but I could see Neptune Spear because trying that pharmacy again. Because they tend to like that pharmacy.
You know, a pharmacy is always nice to see. And, you know, you don't like to see it when you're playing
Oh
because
no, I
then
hate
you
it.
have to try to counter it. But I mean, in games that we're casting, it's always wonderful to watch how these pharmacies come out here and play.
Oh, this is fun. Full dive. Classic full dive. Well, almost classic full dive. No Winston. But you don't normally see the Genji. The Genji Traces and Mercy anymore. I'm looking forward to it.
We're going back to old school. Let's go.
Yeah, because on the side of demons we see Wine, Diva, Torb, Soldiers, Zenyatta, and Anna. I feel really bad for the supports of demons at the moment because full dive is not fun as a support. But they do have the Torb turret to help them.
See Ball going ahead and jump on point. Cole tried to charge him, but unfortunately missed the charge.
Yep, so they go up space. Oh, there we go. There's Torb with his turret. The Genji does get res though, because as Hammond tries to hold the ball. Because Cold Tortoise is in a small room, just swinging his hammer. Because this Genji wants this Anna dead. Because now he's pinned off
Neptune
Reinhardt.
on point. Diva gets it demaxed.
Yeah. Oh, wonderful fire right there, because to kill incited weapon the Genji. He really
Res
like.
coming into play does get the Genji rezzed here.
Cold Tortoise really likes to just. Cold Tortoise just really likes to charge across the map. Oh, nice visor, one shot Storm. Big double kill. Can he make it a triple? No, Mercy does get away.
Oh, maybe not. Oh, he does get the Mercy.
Nice follow.
That little stagger on the Mercy is going to be a little bit difficult for Neptune here.
Oh yes, most definitely, because I would like to say for people joining us, because the saw is 2-1 to Neptune Spear at the moment.
They do take out the turret.
Yep, they do. Minefield
Ball
is
drops
news.
mines on point.
He dies for it though. That's not a good trade. We'll get the res though. Easton with some big Zen players.
We do have Shatter online for Cold.
Genji is 1 HP and Diva just flies into him.
Got the Shatter on the supports and does take out the Mercy.
This is looking really good for demons because after the first two like, setbacks in the first 2 maps, they've looked really good. Alright, but we do see the Genji blade online for Incited Laugh, so let's get on board with this Genji. Because he will have the Mercy pocket. But Sad Orphan does have the Transcendence, which is the answer. Because Diva Bomb News by Super MG gets nothing. Oh, Dynamite does kill Sad Orphan, so he's over the blade.
You see dragons. I just don't know why I said dragons, but you see the Genji ult coming into play.
Yeah, well, it is called Dragon Blood. So, You are right.
Diva gets demech.
Yeah, like that Genji blade definitely made the difference killing two though. It took a while to build up, but it definitely got the value. Because wonderful play of Dynamite though to focus the Zenyatta down first to stop the Transcendence.
Ooh, and Heals gets the pick on the Genji.
Yeah, because I'm interested to see if he saves Genji after the blade. Oh, Torbolt is news to create space. Some very aggressive play of Demons here as Dynamite kills one-shot Storm. Because we still see the big shatter of Cold Tortoise. Dynamite again with the big kills. There's Cold Tortoise pinning across the map to kill Hammond. And he does die for it from the Mercy Genji combo. And this cart is moving again.
Reinhardt gets bullied by both supports here.
It's always, because that always feels nice as a support, because getting a bit of revenge. Alright.
I do have to say, Sky Blue coming out of Neptune and the Mercy is doing an absolutely wonderful job keeping her team up.
Oh yes, because we do see Dynamite, because with the visor online, so he may use it early. Ooh, a bit of a soldier duel, and he falls to one-shot Storm. We do see Genji Blade online for Incited Laughter. That was a visor that he will want back.
But that cancel there from that Genji on that visor was just beautiful.
Transcendence is news by Sad Orphan.
Mercy gets slept during her ult. She's not able to keep her team alive here. She does go for the res and gets the res on Super.
It's a big res.
Super's unfortunately antied and taken out again.
Yeah. Alright, because Hammond is trying to run away. Dynamite with another big kill on one-shot Storm. Incited Laugh may die to Diva here. Oh, he wins the duel. But can he kill Baby Diva? No, he cannot. It's Sad Orphan dies again to Dynamite though. And he follows it up with a kill on Purple Kid. Oh, one-shot Storm with a good kill on the Genji. Super MG with a big double. Very back and forth fight. Big Wes off Sad Orphan though. He was gave up the Zen.
And I uses Nano on the Reinhardt, but we see Mines coming out into play from the ball.
Oh wait, because some big ults there, because off the side of Demons. They looked in danger there. Incited Laugh has still got this blade, so let's get on board with him and see what he can do in these last 10 seconds. He gets stuck on a wall. Unfortunate. But Dynamite
also has Visor.
Yep. Let's see what he can do. Have they got a touch? Seems like they do.
Visor's coming out to play.
Yep. It kills the top. Incited Laugh won't be back for a long time.
Diva trying to take care of the soldier on the high ground, but she gets demexed.
Yep. Nice kill on the Mercy. Here comes the blade. Oh, nice kill off to Cold Tortoise and one-shot Storm. And there we go. Nice hold. Great play off both sides though.
Initiating match.
Right, okay, so let's see what... Because let's see what Demons can do in their attack to take us to a map 5.
Ready for battle.
Because looks like we're going to see Wine, Diva, Soldier, Cassidy, Anna, and Mercy, and we're back to double shields on the side of Neptune Spear.
Right beside
Because Incited Wrath is going to play Ash and Dynamite is going to play Soldier. Because it's a nice DPS duo, that Ash and Soldier, it gives a lot of value for the Mercy Pocket. LA, because both sides are going to try and poke each other out. Because we do see Hill trying to take the high ground.
Double shield for Neptune here.
No, that's a big purple. That is a big purple of Sad Orphan, which opens up the fight.
Purple trying to take high ground from the Ash, but unfortunately wasn't able to make it up there. And there Diva goes to the high ground trying to push the Ash. Oh, does get the Mercy.
Yeah, she'll get the Ash as well. Wonderful play of Purple there. Controls that high ground and dominates the space. This is starting to look a bit dicey for Neptune Spear because we've lost all momentum up on the first two maps. Because Hill's here just poking the Lesser Shield because trying to get a cheeky kill. Oh, Deadeye is news, but it's blocked by Sigma Shield. Because we do see a Nano online for Orphan as Dynamite kills Hills. This car is getting a lot of movement off. Because Nano is news before Tortoise, Dynamite with a big visor. Because Sad Orphan sold to Incited Wrath, one shot Storm with a big kill. This could be map 5 coming. I don't think they can contest this for long, and we have map 5. Wonderful way of Demons who have really turned this series round. He's a really good DPS Dynamite here, but we will probably see him play Zarya at map 5.
I'm just doing my job.
Okay, so we will be going to Weijang Tower for this tiebreaker in this tier 4 game between Ohana Demons and Neptune Spear. Okay, where is my Weijang Tower? Alright then, because Clean will probably have to leave us for this map 5 because to go to the other cast, I assume. Because unless you think you've got enough time. Alright, because you'll probably have to go for map 5, I imagine.
I'm for map 5.
Okay, sounds good to me because
I'm excited for this.
Okay. Sounds good to me because I wasn't sure if you had to dash off, but if you say you're good, it's fine with me. Right,
No, I let her know that I was going to be running late for the next casting because I want to see this one through since we are 2-2. It's anybody's game.
Yeah, it's definitely anyone's game because we could see the Fabled reverse sleep, or we could just see Neptune Spear just finish off the series. Alright, because let's get confirmation of both teams. And let's go into this tiebreaker. Because we do see Eastern and Nutterbutter coming in. Well, I say we see them coming in, we see Nutterbutter coming in. Because Demons have not got any swaps to make, because they have nothing going on the sub bench. Right, okay, both teams are ready. I'm just going to wish both good luck, because either team deserves to win this. And in we go to Weijiang Tower.
Now arriving at Lijiang Tower.
It's a very popular control map, Weijiang Tower. There's so many different styles you can play. Alright, because we do see Dynamite back on tank though, so we'll probably see the Zarya once more.
Yes, excitement is real. Super and Dynamite on tank. Let's go.
Yeah, because this is another map that is really good for Line Zarya, because especially Control Center. Oh, okay.
And I'm actually really excited for Cold and Purple as their tank duo too, because they've been doing absolutely wonderful as well.
Oh yes, definitely. Because it took them a tiny bit of warm-up time, but the last two maps, because they have done fantastic. Because we do see the Reaper Mare off the side of Neptune Spear, and because on the side of Demons we see the Symmetra Reaper. Don't normally like Symmetra on this map, I think Mare is better. Because let's see if we can get the opening pick.
But that Symmetra teleporter is absolutely wonderful
yeah.
to try to hurry up and get to point.
Oh yeah, it does help in that area. Because this is a good early start for Demons. Oh, okay, Super may go down early here, he's taking a lot of damage. Dynamite does kill Hills though, as one-shot Storm, the kills Incited Wrath in the third. Window is nuked early by Corpse. Oh, Super MG cancels the shatter of Cold Tortoise by just smacking him in the face. It's a bit of an all-round ball, but it does look like Neptune Spear are going to get the early cap.
Maybe we still have Lucio here dancing on the top of the point, trying to keep this contested.
Yeah, it's not really contested though. Well, okay, it actually wasn't as contested. Alright, okay, because Neptune Spear have got a giant ult bank online for this next fight with the Shatter, Glav, and Mare, and Sound Barrier coming up. Shatter is newsed. Sound Barrier is newsed by Sad Orphan. Reaper ult is newsed by One Shot Storm. Wonderful block on the Shatter because by May there. Oh no, actually, never mind. He blocked his own line heart. Incited Wrath with a big double kill off Death Blossom. This is the power of Reaper.
Sam trying to get to the point but gets taken out.
Yeah, Reaper's contesting this point by himself. His Lionheart is back to back him up, and Super MG with a big double kill with the cleave.
Neptune definitely showing early dominance here in this map.
Yep. Because yeah, most definitely. Because Mayout was newsed by Damelon.
Mayout used for a little bit of zoning here.
Demon Bomb chucked in the back line though and forced out Sound Barrier. Window also newsed by Easton. They just seem more comfortable Neptune Spear in the control maps. It just suits their playstyle more, I feel. As Purple Kids has to dive off the map to get a mech back. But they're running out of time
Lucio in the
here.
back here. Looks like it. Oh,
No.
but he gets taken down.
Yep. Alright, because Dynamite is close to his glove, but both Lionhearts have got Shatter. Because let's watch a Lionheart and see who can win the Shatter off. Hales with a big kill on Easton takes down a lot of the Hales for the other team. Incited Laugh does get the kill on him though.
We come into overtime here.
Yeah, it's a fantastic zonal grab. Huge Shatter off Super MG.
I got Blossom here and playing. They sent out Blossom.
Yeah, Incited Laugh with a big Blossom.
Oh, and another Blossom.
Yeah, but that's wonderfully shielded there by Super MG. And they are going to take round 1.
Ending round 1 in a team kill.
Yep. Fantastic for us. What is the next map going to be? I think this one's called... I can't remember what this one's called, because I know one's called Gardens, I just can't remember what this one's called. Don't think this one's Gardens.
Is this one City Center?
That's Busan, I think. I think this is like...
Is that Busan?
I think this is like Market or something.
Oh, okay. See, I get my maps confused very easily.
I mean, you could be right, I could be wrong. I think this one's called like Down Market or something. Okay, we see the early
Quick
TP on
teleporter to point.
Yeah.
Both
Super MG
teleporters to
charges.
point.
Super MG's just here, just swinging. As Cold Tortoise takes out Dynamite. That's a big early kill actually. Cold Tortoise.
Oh, the charge on the
Bravo.
Symmetra.
Cold Tortoise just killing everyone.
It looks like Ohana is gonna get the early cap here.
Yeah, like that's what they needed. Some big Saga kills there on the Reaper as well. But they do have a bit of an issue because mainly Purple Kid is a baby at the moment. But it shouldn't take them too long to get the mech back. It could be interesting with Cold Tortoise here though, he does have Shatter already.
Oh, Shatter comes into play.
Wonderful timed because he waited for them to drop. He waited for them to drop and then did it in midair. Might not be enough though.
See Window coming into play. Cold just swinging his hammer. The Symmetra is on him though.
Yeah, Symmetra gets a lot of value. Oh. Alright, Sad Orphan is doing a great job contesting this and even kills Symmetra. Oh, Reaper cuts him down though. They are pulling back demons, but they probably want to go back out.
We see one shot with his ult here though, but Neptune has a huge ult advantage. Reaper sneaking here towards spawn.
Yeah, like he's looking for it. He's waiting for Clay.
Oh, and there's the McCree. There's the McCree. Is he gonna take him out? Is he gonna take him?
It's a bit of a duel.
McCree is so low, and he does get him.
Yeah, but sound barrier is news by Sad Orphan on point. Symmetra goes down. Corpse kills Reinhardt. Because No Butter does have a beat of his own. Is he going to commit it here?
Here comes Reaper to point, and maybe he's gonna. No, he's not gonna blossom.
Yeah, he doesn't need to. His team have got the advantage. Alright, because Super's back on the point and it's... Alright, because both
Lucio on the
tank
back
online.
side here does get taken down by the Reaper.
Yeah, he said that a little bit too long. This is a lot of ults online for Neptune. Because demons are running out of time here also. Oh, Purple Kid with big
and the
kill
Reaper
though.
falls.
Gravity is...
Big grab
Gravity is
and
new.
window there. Immortality comes into play.
Sound barrier news by Nuttleberg. A triple kill for Simtullets. That might be it, to be honest, because with a team kill, I don't know if they have the time to get back. It's gonna have to be on Purple Kid or Hales to touch. But
Oh,
even
that was a
then,
big shatter coming out of cold.
yeah. It's full contest time. I can't see how Demon's pulled this back though. Dynamite is high charge, and Reaper ult has just been used. I have to say, I think that is it. And there we go, because Neptune Spear are your winners today in this Tier 4 series, because against the side of Ohana Demons. A fantastic series though, because could have went either way.
GG's everyone.
Yep. Some because some big players have been cited laugh all night though. Because that last map did not tell the true story of the series though.
No, it was a wonderful back and forth between both of these teams. I just couldn't believe it. But congratulations,
Yep, definitely.
Neptune.
Yep, because that's a fantastic first week win for them. Alright then, because I think that's it for me, because unless you've got something else to say before you dash off to do another game.
No, thank you so much for having me. Thank you everybody for watching.
Yep, you know, because it's always a pleasure. It's always a pleasure to cast these great games. So I would like to thank everyone for coming, because I've been Shinigami, also known as Jack, and being here with me as being. Yeah, okay, so I'd like to wish everyone a good night, because, like, unless if you're playing back later, because I'll go on to our other channel to see another game, because we have 3 more games on today. So I'd like to see everyone because I'd like to see everyone there later tonight, but thank you for watching this game, and goodbye to everyone.